Arizona, homeowner's best friend.
Are there innovations specifically aimed at improving the shortage of laborers? So if you talk to us at Arizona Farm Bureau, our two key things are labor and water, shortages in those two areas. Is there anything that we can do to fix that?
Yeah, in the short term, I'm not sure. But there's some technological innovations, if I want to keep talking about things like AI, which are, they're a little scary. These big trillion-dollar companies that are building AI are now talking about replacing human labor with robots. And this can have unintended consequences in a lot of different ways. But one of the things that I've heard from ag folks up in the Pacific Northwest is that when you build a robot, a specific kind of robot to harvest a specific type of crop, that can disrupt your harvest schedule with your laborers. And so if it takes away a job from a person, they may not be there for part of the season. And so later crops in the season wouldn't have people to be there. So you'd even have a larger labor shortage. So what these companies are doing is they're building things like androids. And these androids are going to be in factories initially. And once they've proven themselves in factories, then we might start to see them even in our homes. And then, getting them out into the fields of Arizona where it's 120 degrees sometimes, that's going to be the last application. But that's one thing that is in our lifetimes, or maybe even in the next decade, that I anticipate seeing.
It's amazing. And I do know that there's one technology that they've been in beta testing in Yuma with, and it looks like to me, that's the way I saw it, because they pointed it out to me last time I was in Yuma. It's an oversized black refrigerator-sized tool or implement or whatever. It goes down the field and it laser zaps weeds, and it can identify weeds and stay away from the plant. So there's still a lot of the weeding that takes place in our produce fields especially. And so that can potentially help. I'm also talking to farmers that said the unfortunate thing is sometimes the laser doesn't zap all the way to the root and the weed can potentially come back up. So obviously there's proven points to this technology. We still have to work on it and make it right. The other thing too is that you hear people say that if they have no touch point with agriculture, well, just automate the harvesting. The problem with that is that you build this technology, to your point earlier, to a specific product. Sometimes it's not that adaptable to put it in with another product or another produce variety to harvest. So it's like the cotton picker. The cotton picker was built for cotton. I can't take that. I may make certain modifications, do other things with it, but it's very hard to take a cotton picker and apply it to any other kind of production. So technology, again, that instituting the adoption and all that stuff can be very challenging.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona homeowner's best friend.